What you aim at determines what you see. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what do we got going on tonight with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Wow, I thought it was amazing when I woke up thinking we were setting all new highs today, but the craziness of 2021 is just unraveling day after day, and why not set another all-new high today as we are inching even closer to $37,000? Could there be a correction tomorrow? Yes. Would it be the time to buy the dip? I'm not here for financial advice. But what I do know is that me and my lovely, as always, co-host Sammy.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Have been sitting here for 3-4 years. Because today's the 6th.
Damn, it has been a minute.
So
Yeah.
our 4-year anniversary is here.
Yep.
And we've been telling you nonstop that Bitcoin is a revolution. I know there's craziness happening out there about protesters overthrowing the Capitol building.
Oh yeah, no, that's it's a little extra right there. Yeah.
But this is a peaceful revolution. This is a financial revolution. This is a revolution of sound money. Money that just can't be printed off and given out to everybody in $600 checks. That can't just be said, your business or this business isn't doing well, so let us bail you out. It's money that's based on some fairness because it's math, right? You actually have to get it. You actually have to acquire it and hold it, which most of you guys have been doing, right? Most of you guys have been right here along with me, holding strong through this entire bear market. So we should be joyful. We should be joyful at the price that we see today, but we should realize the ride's not over. This is the first little roller coaster dip, and it's woo! But there's still the huge loop-de-loop to come when we get up there around $100,000, $200,000. You guys are going to see me out here as ecstatic as can be.
Oh, maybe you'll ride the unicycle then.
I have to ride the unicycle for you guys out here on air.
Yeah. All right, we have people.
We have people hanging out. Hey, well, I'm just ranting, doing what I do, trying to get people to come hang out in the chat. As always, hit the thumbs up, share this video out. It allows more people to go ahead and get out here in the chat and continue this roundtable discussion, which is kind of different because we actually got a round table here now, Samantha, don't we?
It is. It's one of the spindles.
One of those giant spindles. We seen it on the side of the road. I'm like, man, this thing's like 4 foot across. We need this thing for the show.
It's a nifty little outdoor table.
So we are officially at the round table having conversations about Bitcoin while we're looking at all new high prices, talking about the revolution. I'm glad I'm invested. I hope you guys have been investing this entire time. And it's just blasting off, right? I mean, every time I keep looking at this number, it is up $1,000, a couple $100. And yes, like I said, we could pull back to the $20,000 area, but long ways from when I was here 4 years ago talking about $1,000 Bitcoin.
All right, Vention is here.
Vention, my man, I know you've been here collecting Bitcoin this entire time.
We've been waiting a long time for this. Nice to see it happening.
I know. I am right there with you, my man. I am glad to see you here enjoying it with me, my friend.
Zaza is here. Hi, Zaza. Paul Rouleau is here.
Zaza, buddy. Paul Rouleau. I know that you're rejoicing with me as well, my friend.
Truth Monster says it's popping off.
It is.
It is. It's a little. Oh, and Paul Rouleau says happy anniversary. I know, right? Everybody has their crypto anniversary. I mean, whatever. I mean, I still don't know why, but I was all like, what is that? And then it just went from there. I mean, I don't know.
It's wonderful. It is. I mean, it does. I mean, that one guy on that one YouTube video boiled it down the easiest. There are 3 things. First, you have to learn how to make money. Then you have to learn how to save money. Then you need to learn how to have money make you money. And this, I mean, everybody does everything different. And there's no right or wrong answer in life. But this is how me and Samantha have decided to have money make us money. We took fake money, easily printed money, money that's been degrading in purchasing power year after year. And we started investing it into sound currency. We used our intelligence to get a first mover advantage and see that there was a problem with the money. I mean, as we were adults heading into our 30s, working as hard as we could work and being tired, we were telling ourselves this isn't right. We weren't looking at ourselves in the mirror and saying that we are the problem. We were looking at the system and being like, why is it flawed? And it allowed us to go elsewhere and find this alternative system, which we thank Satoshi Nakamoto, whoever he or she or they may be.
He, she, they.
And we started investing. Not more than we could lose, right? But it's just like the squirrels. Little bits, little bits, little bits.
Man, we're all going to have the best winter ever. I'm just saying. Man, Beaky finds you hilarious this evening. I know, right? And how often do you have a bird that laughs at you?
So what are you guys thinking about? What do you guys want to talk about? I got a little bit of news written down over here in order to incite some conversation. We all seen the news recently about stable coins. I think that is positive. I think that this was coming down the pipeline next. I'm sure we will see some sort of pushback against Tether, right? Where they try to want to prop up something that's a little more regulated and controlled and, I don't know, under their thumb, validated.
I mean, yes, probably.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's a little bit more like you were saying, Samantha, that right now with what we're seeing and everything that's happening, it is about the FANG corporations jumping in. You know, we are, as the average everyday person, we're sitting here looking at the price of Bitcoin, and there's not really much we can do about pushing the price of it up or down. The whales are even having trouble moving the price of Bitcoin around at this price. It is the entities, right? How we talk about how Grayscale is now the largest Bitcoin holder there is. They are the ones that are controlling the price of Bitcoin. So the top and the price of Bitcoin is going to be determined by their greed and their lust and their willingness to understand and want to invest in this decentralized system. So as they're determining these values, we're just here for the ride. We're here for the ride because we accumulated as early investors. So the FANG corporations are next. The FANG corporations, I know that we see like Tone Bay's calling for a $90,000 top, but we do see many more people claiming for anywhere between that $150,000 and $250,000 top. But these will only be achieved if we see a FANG corporation come out and publicly announce that they're accumulating Bitcoin.
Yeah, I mean, it would be naive to think that they're not, but until they actually come out and it's like in Forbes or whatever, you know, then it's not really real. I think once you get a FANG in, that we'll see a lot more smaller ones be all like, oh yeah, I have some too, or oh, I'm getting some as well. I mean, it's just, I don't know. They all have it. That's the stupidest part. Just fess up already.
So as we see on the sidelines, we've accumulated as early investors. We're watching the entities start their frenzy for it, much like we watched the people that were early investors and the gamblers in 2017 frenzy for it. That's why a lot of people are sitting on the sidelines saying this feels like 2017, this feels like 2017, because it is. But it's just a different group of people with a different amount of money.
They still want your cryptocurrency.
Right. They still want cryptocurrency. They still want to gamble on it. They still want to push the price up. They're still going to pump it. And it is still the chain effect. You know, how we see MicroStrategies jump in and now it's week after week after week. And then we heard PayPal, and then it is that they're going to continue to keep jumping in. But when that FANG corporation comes in at some point, which is the inevitable, it will set the fire so fast that we will see the bubble.
I think it'll just make it so, like right now, we're in like connect the dot kind of like, you know, you can see the dots, but you're not seeing that it's a cat. I think once you get a Fang in, that everyone will be all like, "Oh my god!" Like, "Oh my god!" And you pay
Be
them with
playing Wheel
this,
of
and
Fortune and a vowel will be thrown. I'd like to
yes,
buy a vowel. Can I get a U? Oh, we all know what this is now.
dude. Okay, but yes, that it'll be where it'll be like, "Oh my god, they're paying them with this for that," and whatever, that you'll be able to see it, and
So-
it'll be a lot easier.
This is what we're coming up with, right, Samantha? As just, two regular people out here collecting Bitcoin, trying to stay on top of this with our ear to the ground. This is what we're getting. This is what we're getting from everybody else's information, and this makes sense, right? But now the next step, I would say, is that with the regulation that we're seeing that's infiltrating the space, we've been looking at privacy, right? Privacy has been one of the things on the tip of the iceberg for a while now that's been wanting to come to Bitcoin. We've seen altcoins, of course, do it first. We've been looking at Mimblewimble coming to Litecoin, right? And that's usually how we've been going about, is using Litecoin as a test network. Segregated witness, great example of this, right? So what are we looking at now? I am sure the holders of Litecoin are not looking to have themselves delisted from every exchange there is out there, much like we're seeing with Ripple and Dash, even though Dash is, like they're saying, using CoinJoin, which is a feature of Bitcoin already.
Dash
So
has its own.
We are seeing the divide once again between the decentralized nature of Bitcoin and the centralized nature of altcoins. Now, is it going to stifle the innovation of bringing privacy to Bitcoin? Definitely, we're going to have to see it worked out a little bit more, right? I'm glad that we have CoinJoin already, which is making it harder. I think that this is definitely going to have to be something that we'll have to have the smart people focusing on a little bit more in the Lightning Network and the second tier solution, where we're actually going to be using it when we start to see this $100,000 and $200,000 Bitcoin. Because Ethereum is just showing us right now, network congestion is real and the prices are going to go up. Okay, that's my rant. That's my rant. That's what I've been collecting all day. I took the day off of work. I've been watching crypto.
That was a shower epiphany, people.
I've been trying to come out here and have a good show, and this is what I got. This is what my reflection is for the cryptocurrency space and my worries of the future.
All right. Truth Monster says 37K breached. What? Jojo says, my mom said this is a gay chat. Is that true? First off, why are you listening to your mother? Don't you make your own decisions? And secondly, we are what we are.
We are happy. We are extremely happy as we are watching Bitcoin hit an all-time high price. We are the early investors who are going to inherit the financial responsibilities of this world.
Okay, yes, and then people got our back. No, it is a money chat. It is what it is, but no. Listen. Okay, Truth Monster says, yes, BTC does get congested. Let's just keep it real. Okay.
We've seen the prices go. I mean, what? We heard about $50 transaction fees during the peak of 2017. So I'm just saying that when we start to see the change in price and we look at that 3-digit realm of $100,000 Bitcoin, there may be a lot of transactions, right? A lot of little Satoshis are going to be moving around.
All right.
7 to 8 transactions per second is not a lot. Not when you start looking at the population of the world. I know that we've seen Google Trends. Google Trends is nothing in compared to what we've seen in 2017. That's why the entities are in control of this price. The average person is going to jump in. The entities are making sure of it. They're just trying to pave the way so that they profit off of it regardless. PayPal is now offering Bitcoin to everyone and their mother without a send out feature or a personal custodial feature for no reason at all. How do you make money off an asset? Never let it go. I mean, but you're going to gamble with it.
All right. Okay, we have a new person. Took me a second, but okay. So we're gonna go Vike Irishman. Yeah, okay, because he says he's from Ireland. Okay, so that does make we're gonna go with that. It's so Irishman, what's up? And he says, where okay, is there an altcoin that is new that you suggest? I mean, is there an altcoin you suggest that could be a big mover besides Bitcoin, or should I just stick to Bitcoin? Okay, well, we don't do anything other than Bitcoin. We have lots of smart people in our chat who do lots of other awesome things, but we don't.
All right. The question when it comes to altcoin is it's a real easy breakdown. You got to find an altcoin that's going to do better than Bitcoin. That's possible. Is it going to do better than Bitcoin on the long term? Probably not. Could you jump into a Litecoin for a short amount of time and make more Bitcoin? Yes. Does it require a lot of energy, effort, and watching the cryptocurrency charts and staying up late at night and not getting much sleep and like stressing out? Yes. Do 90% of people lose money doing that? Yes. You know who hasn't lost any money? Anyone who's bought and held Bitcoin. Because right now, we're looking at all new highs. You guys just said it broke 37,000. There is nobody that is not in profit right now.
Benjamin says that he uses Lightning all the time. Unlimited Uber rides and Uber Eats in Mexico. All right. Good to know.
I know what Eugene asked if the country split apart today or tomorrow or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Would we stay here and try to tough it out, or would we head to Mexico?
Yeah, because we're in Trump land. So,
I don't know. We worked a long time on the compound.
I mean, I think we could hold our own for a while. I don't know. It would be to see how bad it got and what happened.
I don't have a problem with anybody.
I don't either. See, it's cool. I don't care what you have. You can have all the beliefs you want. As long as you don't believe them on me, then we're good.
I mean, so tomorrow's going to be a hell of a day, right? I mean, the reactions of everything that occurred today will have a reflection in the stock market. We have seen when the stock market has really bad days, we've seen Bitcoin have really bad days, right? They're not correlated, but there is correlation in everything. So I'm not here for financial advice, but I mean, it is definitely a green light on the bull market. Everyone sees that. Never invest more money than you're willing to lose. But if you're looking to have money make money, these are the opportunities that people are looking for, especially on the short term, right? That's why we seen the guy on with crypto last night. I didn't remember what his name was.
Oh, dude, whatever, Bear. Yes.
And it is the accumulation periods. And we are coming into the end of an accumulation period. But it could not be over, right? As we see 37,000, there is still time to accumulate if you're looking at 150 to 200,000.
All right. Paul Rouleau has, yes, disclaimer messages of love. He made the fateful decision of risking too much in a third-party custodial platform, and it folded today. Huge hit. I took the risk, and I'll have to take the hit. Be smarter than me. Nothing's ever worth your Bitcoin. I mean, you got to be, it's so hard.
Everything in this entire space that I have watched over the last 4 years has been somebody trying to say, code, or tell you whatever you need to hear to get you to send your cryptocurrency because it's a one-way transaction. But when you send that transaction out of whatever third party you bought it from into your hardware wallet, your paper wallet, your air-gapped computer, that's the moment you need to stop and never change it, because you own that Bitcoin. And remember, the day we're all looking for is not here. It's not here at 37,000, especially when you have everybody telling you how the price is going higher, how that this cannot be acquired in the future, how this is powerful money.
Benjamin says if we're in a red state, we'll probably be okay.
Well, we're not mask wearing, so.
I mean, see,
we went out to Waffle House the other day, and I mean, nobody had a mask on.
Oh, hell, no one. No one. We even sat at the counter. Like, there was no 6 foot apart. Like, they were spraying us with the water as they were doing the dishes. Like, it was that kind of close. Oh, yeah. Talk about social distancing. Oh, ah, dear Lord.
I'm real happy to be out here, you guys. I mean, it's been a long trip. You know, at first I started off and I want to be in the cryptocurrency space, and there was no classes, there was no certifications, there was no way to let people really know that I wanted to be part of this, that I knew my stuff, that I had taken the time to get a cryptocurrency education. So after spending about a year studying Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and altcoins and all of this, I got out here, right? I got out here and I started making videos, and hey, I thought I knew what I was talking about when I first got out here. Everyone thinks they know what they're talking about when they're young, but it's been a long road. I didn't know what the hell I was talking about at first. Not at all.
Oh, yeah. When we watched those, it's like, oh my God, you should have shut up and just stared at the camera. Like, wow.
So I'm thankful for this opportunity to be able to grow and get smarter with you guys.
Yes.
You guys have helped me a lot. I hope I've helped you. I know that some of you have written me and stuff and told me that, you know, I've helped keep your arm strong. And you guys have helped keep me in the space, because I know I probably wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for this show and you guys, and wanting to be a man of my word and constantly come out here and tell you guys, you know, how there is this revolution and all we have to do is opt out, and it is a peaceful revolution. And it'll help all of us, because it's really about our families. It's really about living a good life, right?
All right. Truth Monster. He says, I hodl Bitcoin like Trump hodls the White House. Oh, you, sir, are. Yes. Okay.
I still like the meme that was like,
oh my God, yeah.
2021 tells 2020, here, hold my beer. That Australian guy with the mullet, man. Woo.
Quite honestly, if somebody was saving my life, I wouldn't care a damn bit what they look like. But yes, really, why did it have to be like Tiger King? Oh, okay. Where are we at? Oh, Paul Rouleau says that he had family financial difficulties that compelled him to take the risk, and that had been around for over a year. That's some shit. But yeah, I mean, I did. All of our first time aroundness was it. Looking back, it was fixing or buying or doing stupid that it was like, and now it was like, oh my God, like really?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, as far as getting scammed by third parties or whatever, we'd only gotten scammed in the very beginning when we started selling Ethereum on PayPal, and we didn't understand how that they could use buyer protection. And even though, you know, I learned real quick that cryptocurrency transactions are one way. You know, buyer protection got them their money back on credit card, and PayPal helped them get their money back. And
everybody hated us in the end.
Owing them thousands of dollars. But at the same time, once I bought crypto and sent it to them, you know, they had it. They weren't returning it.
No, and they were saying that they had and then it's like, oh, how do you ship a shipping label? How do you do anything? Yeah, no, you don't. You don't. That's funny, doesn't it? Yeah.
I mean, I know that there's been many investment ways over the years that they wash up, they disappear, right? They exit scam.
I know, right? Truth Monster says those first few shows were a little rustic. They were horrible.
I know, buddy. I mean, that was before. I mean, that you have to figure that was before I had a whole Bitcoin. That was before the run up. Some of the first ones, I was still working 50 to 60 hours a week in a sausage factory that was at 35 degrees at all points in time.
Yeah, that was before we knew what color lightings and things did things.
That was before we had really started making any profit to be able to better our lives. I mean, I know that we were living in a mobile home in a mobile home park. So, I mean, yeah. From then to now, my life is probably night and day. Especially at least how my eyes are open to the ways of the world and not being simple-minded and looking for the McDonald's and the Nikes like I like to make fun of everybody else for. But I mean, I was pretty materialistic in my 20s.
Yeah, there was a lot of
what does everybody else have, and I would like to have the envy of others.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
What other people think of me doesn't give me enough money to take care of my family or make sure I have a good future. Actually, what other people think of matters
Doesn't matter.
doesn't matter.
At all. All right, where are we at? MS Biddy's Mike. He
Mike,
says,
buddy.
hey, start over.
Oh, all right. Well, thanks for joining me, guys.
He says a sausage factory. Blah.
Yeah, premio sausage.
Ooh, it was horrible. Oh my God, and so much sausage. He would come home. Our son is traumatized. He does not eat sausage now. We actually had so much sausage from various, I mean, they did it for everything. Like, I mean, Christmas parties. Here's like a box of sausage. Like, here's your bonus.
I used to push carts of 500 pounds of sausage from one room to another room, like where they mix in the seasoning to where they put it in the casings. And that's how I started at the factory.
It was just, whoo. Have you ever had a sausage hamburger? Yeah, don't. I'm just saying, it's a lot of sausage. Yeah.
Well, I think that's going to start wrapping it down for us on this episode. Of course, you guys are the main reason we're out here. If you guys have something you want to talk about, questions you'd like to ask, please comment in the chat. That is Samantha's main purpose here. It's been a great privilege being able to have her join the show since we've moved out here. I mean, you made it way better. You know, before I was out here, and it was like I'd have an ideal and I'd ramble on about it, and then I'd try to talk about some of the other news, and then I'd shut off the video. Having you here, not only does it give me the opportunity to share our family life a bit, but also to bounce ideals off of you and talk out loud, and that engages our friends in the chat and sometimes gets them to come out here and share their ideals and opinion. I really would love you guys to come out here more with questions and comments in 2021, because really that's how I think that the direction of the show is going to continue to keep moving. We have a donational address down below. We have gotten out there before and passed out flyers. We would like to do it again this year. It just doesn't look like the funding is going to pull through. Nobody is really donating. I don't really want to beg for donations as I have before.
And we also don't, I mean, we're not quite sure how it's going to roll out. Like,
yeah, with COVID and all of that and testing, because we're also not looking to go get a shot in order to have to go to a festival.
No.
So
I don't know.
Being able to get out here every couple of days and continue to have the conversation that we have, where no one's trying to sell anybody anything, no one's trying to make any money off anyone, I still think that's something special in this space. There's a lot of other YouTubers out there, and I know you guys are in the chat a lot with all of them, and it's a great time. But I do know that a lot of them take sponsorships. A lot of them have their own agenda. I have no agenda. My agenda is to take care of my family. I mean, my agenda is to try to get out here every couple of days and talk to you guys. You know, so as far as what the future holds, I'm here to experience it with you guys as well, and just offer my advice from everything I've learned in my years on Earth. And I want to listen to your guys' as well.
Yeah, I mean, we're not here for anything. Okay, we are here for emotional support. Like that, we're all everybody's buddy system around here. Because, I mean, what else are you, I mean, we all know the value of Bitcoin, and we need to just continue to tell ourselves that there is no reason. There is no reason.
And I mean, the YouTube video is wonderful, but as far as getting 5,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers on this channel, we'd have to see the retail pump. Like, we'd have to see the Google Trends double, triple, like we're expecting, but just it's not now. The entities are not going to come watch YouTube videos, right?
No, I would hope. I don't know. It'd be awesome if they were. I mean, we'll never know.
But us early investors that are still here, we still need to continue to work together. The revolution is still real.
It is. I mean, if that is not apparent now, I don't know when it's going to be apparent. But this shit is crumbling fast, very, very fast. Yeah.
So anything in the chat, Samantha? Do our friends have any comments or questions before we go ahead and start signing off air tonight?
All right. So Irishman is asking, hey, what is the best way to buy Bitcoin?
Cash App.
Well, no. And Mike is saying that he'll print anything we need, like Firewise. What? Yes. And Vention is saying, I like to use Cash App. both buying and selling. I'm
Yep.
cashing in now. Yep. See, for one of his cancer treatments. See, look. So, I mean, Cash App is very simple. Once you do the whole little, then you're good.
KYC,
Yeah.
AML, by sending in your driver's license photo, front and back, and a picture, I think, of your face. They verify fairly quickly. It is very easy. I mean, if you're looking to do more personally, I use Gemini. Samantha still has an old Coinbase account.
Yes, I do, because I'm a dinosaur.
So, I mean, I know that if you have the ledger, they have new services that will send it directly into your ledger through third-party systems that allow you to purchase with your bank account and debit card. I haven't used them, but
Yeah.
I've read that, so I would look more into that if that's what you're to use. But yeah, I mean, those are the ways that we would recommend. I mean, of course, peer-to-peer is always the best way, but it's hard to find somebody who has
That's
a bunch
true.
of Bitcoin that they're willing to trade to you for
And
cash.
then it's still kind of drug dealy like, so
And of course, always keep it under the amount of $5,000 or $7,000 so you can never get in trouble.
Mike says that he's going to send some Satoshis tonight. Oh, well now. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it.
Truth Monster says.
I mean, I'm not saying that there has been some donations
yes,
in there.
We've gotten a few.
And also, our friend Kristen, who happens to have our address, sent me a check.
How horrible is that for Bitcoin contribution?
For Bitcoin contributions.
I love Kristen so much. I love Kristen.
There are some funds that are starting to roll in. I know that before, when we had gotten out here, it had taken $500 to $700 per event for us to be able to get everything off the ground in the way that we wanted. And I don't want to beg. I don't want to ask. The address is down there. I know that the price is up.
Dude, everything is so uncertain. Like, just whatever.
I don't know. I also don't know if it's the same, because everybody knows what Bitcoin is.
That's true. It's not exactly like you're going to run up and epiphany somebody.
Yeah, it's not. The retail or the average person isn't into this in the way that we need them to be. And me passing out a flyer may not really do anything. So I don't know if hundreds of dollars of your guys' money and me standing out there is going to do any good.
Do you think that we might have evolved? I don't know.
I think that Bitcoin may be in a different space now that we're not looking to try to get the masses involved, because the masses really don't want to be involved. They don't want to save. They don't want to take the time to learn new technology.
You guys are just stupid awesome. Okay, so Paul Brillo just sent us a $20 super chat. Mr. Irishman just sent us $2 super chat.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. That's not what I was looking for. All right.
Truth Monster says March low was 4K. 900% gains in 8 months. I can't feel my face. 900%.
I know. And it was just such a long time of continuing to try to tell yourself that what everyone else told you or was telling you was a lie or wrong. Just because Bitcoin went to 20,000 and came down and was continuing to stay down did not mean that it was not sound money. It did not mean that it did not have immense value. It's just that no one else realized it yet. Well, just because they're starting to realize it now doesn't mean that you're stupid or we're stupid. That means you were smarter than they were. And I mean, I know that we've seen Thomas from World Crypto Network, and he's sore about having to cash out money.
That's one salty little bitch.
Well, but I get it. I don't know if I like to try to put myself in everyone else's shoes, and I can understand. Bills are bills. You gotta have a place to live. You gotta have electricity. You gotta
that
have
stress
food.
level is real high when you don't. Yes.
A person has to pay, right? Yeah. So if you have money in Bitcoin and you gotta weigh it versus paying rent and things like that, Bitcoin goes. Whatever it was. People, you sell your own car if you have to, right? So I get it. Life tosses us curveballs. The ideal of get back up, right? Even though we are looking at Bitcoin at $37,000, it doesn't mean that it's still not time to accumulate. Yes, you're not getting a whole one tomorrow.
Suck it up, man. You're getting some,
because
for real.
Look at the next bull run. Look at the next time around when it's Fang Corporation fighting Fang Corporation in 8 years from now. Right? And we're looking at the $1 million Bitcoin. And me and you are looking to retire, Samantha.
Yeah. All right, Irishman said, "Hey, it's $2. It's all I got." Well, now that just makes it more valuable. Like, what the hell? All right, whatever. Pension says the masses tend to be pretty clueless.
They do.
Yeah, it's sad.
I don't know. I guess I don't know if it was that my first steps away from the masses that it was like I really want to help people. I really would love to see the world and people move towards a better society. And it just as it. I don't know if it's just this year that went by, but it seems like nobody really wants a better society. I guess I'm glad that I've been able to educate my son and my family so that we can take the steps towards a better future.
All right, yes, Mike.
You can't help those that don't help themselves, right?
Both turkeys' legs that you are actually seeing, those two that are on the ground hopping around, are both of our gimpy turkeys.
Yeah,
Beaky is gimpy. His knee
they're
joint.
lame or whatever, and the other one has a busted hip that healed improperly. But I can't put them down because they're like pets. So
and I mean, and they're actually there. I mean, besides the fact that they are pretty much like one-legged birds, that they're. But yeah, yes. He's hopping around like crazy. He was like, "Is he hurt?" He's permanently hurt. It's fine. I mean,
his knee's twisted backwards because when he was younger, he jumped off of a perch and twisted it, and he wouldn't stop long enough for it to heal. And then he hurt her mating. He broke her hip, and then it healed.
He actually made a really big gash into her side, and then however it happened, it happened. But yes, her hip is not connected correctly anymore, or But you also can't do surgeries on birds. They don't really anesthesia very well. They don't really recover very well. They don't have a lot of immune system.
But they've been like this for over a year now.
Oh, Beaky has been almost 2 years now. It is what it is. They are our recovery turkeys.
Our rescue turkeys.
Like it is that it's like, no, man, I mean, yeah, but they don't get around very well. The white one flies like a champ. So, I mean, but Beaky doesn't even fly. So he just hops. That's all he does.
That leg, though, man, is powerful.
like your arm. Like, yes.
Yeah, my arm. All right, you guys. I appreciate you guys coming here and hanging out with us. Is there anything else over there in the chat, Samantha, that you guys would like to talk about? Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. I can't thank you guys enough for coming by here, but hitting the thumbs up, share this video out. They help the show. They help more people find us, to watch us on the retake, to watch us on the next time we go live. I do try to get out here every couple days. There are social media links down below that you can follow because I post a video there as well if you're having trouble getting notifications from YouTube. But I see the notification from what I've been hearing has been working quite well lately. You just got to go click to all, right? Not the occasional. Well, I know they got multiple settings or whatever. And somebody had said that they didn't realize that that's what had happened.
Why
if you
isn't
click the
everybody
bell,
clicking
it
all?
goes straight to occasional. Like you have to hold it and then go up to all.
I hate when it
yeah, that's
I hate ghost settings where it's all like, no, like you're just gonna get what we give you unless you really try. Like then I guess you can have it on night mode or whatever it may be.
Or of course you can be like Mike and you can join our personal group and I go ahead and I send out text messages a little bit before the show so you guys can find me. Because hey, let me tell you, being out here in the woods talking to yourself about this magical internet money, it gets old sometimes.
Does it make you feel a little less sane?
The wizard knows.
You are always. Ooh.
So anything else going on in the chat, Samantha?
No, we are good.
All right, you guys. I appreciate you guys coming out here. Take it easy. I'll catch you on the flip side. Let's see all new highs. And remember, keep that BTC safe. Later.
Bye, guys.